Hello there, Pisces. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of February 29th. Happy leap year through March the 6th. On Monday, what we have showing up for you is the Knight of Coins in reverse. Knight of Coins in reverse is telling me that one of two or three things is going on. If you own your own business, this is a day when you're not doing what it takes to bring that cash flow in. Or whether you own your own business or you work for somebody else, this could be a day when you are out blowing the budget, kind of telling yourself, well, I'll fix that later. I've got more coming in. I can fix it later, but I'm going to spend more than what I really should be spending right now. And then the other way that this can play out is if you do work for somebody else, this can be you not doing what it takes to bring that money in. So not going into work or not doing a very good job at whatever you're doing. So this is just all this really has to do with money, with finances, with bringing in that money, with making sure that budget does what it needs to do, that type of stuff. Only you're kind of working in reverse. You're not making sure that money does what it needs to do. You're not necessarily bringing in that money. You're kind of taking it backwards, taking that budget backwards. All right, so that's Monday, Pisces. On Tuesday, what you have coming up is you have the Six of Clubs in reverse. Six of Clubs in reverse is still a good card. It just means that you're working on a project that not only benefits you, but also benefits other people in your sphere of influence as well. I don't feel like you've got this project finished yet on Tuesday, but this is telling me that you are putting in a significant amount of effort or thought energy into this project already on Tuesday. Now, on Wednesday, what we have coming up for you, Pisces, is we have the Judgment card. And the Judgment card is just telling me that you have a major decision to make on Wednesday, and this decision not only affects just you, but it also does affect other people as well. As you're looking at this decision, you are trying to see it from every possible angle and make sure that you're not missing anything. And you're trying to make sure that this decision is something that benefits as many people as it can possibly benefit. So, and I do feel like you complete that task. I feel like you do make this decision on Wednesday, just putting a lot of care into making it. Now Thursday, what we have coming up is we have the Five of Coins in reverse. This is a card I like to see in reverse. Five of Coins in reverse is telling me that your budget is loosening up. So you're either you have more money coming in or you have less expenses going out as of Thursday. This can be paying off the cell phone, paying off the mortgage. This can be getting a raise or a promotion. The bottom line is you have more money to work with in your budget starting on Thursday. Now, Friday, Pisces, you've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is just telling me that you're being very impatient about some situation in your life. Stop that, is what I'm hearing. So there's some kind of situation where you are wanting something to happen and you're wanting it to happen now. This is not something that you can push. You are used to being able to push, especially when it comes to this person that the situation is tied up with. You're used to being able to push and sort of get your own way and get things to go more quickly. This is not one of those situations. Stop it. That's what I'm hearing. This is not me. This is not coming from my thought processes, because you guys know I normally don't talk like that. But I'm hearing stop it. It's important that you stop it. It's important that you quit pushing. By pushing, you're not helping anything. You're just adding pressure to this other person, and this other person does not need added pressure right now. They're already walking around in a pressure cooker is what I'm hearing. So what I'm hearing is Spirit is saying, we know what you want. This other person knows what you want. But you pushing is not going to make it happen faster. This other person is doing the best they can right now. Back off. Give them the space to grow into this. If you push it, you're going to break it. Stop it. You don't want to break it. You know this. So stop it. Okay. Let's move on to Saturday. I think that's the strongest message I've ever given anybody in a general reading. Wow. Okay, so Saturday we've got the Ten of Clubs showing up. And the Ten of Clubs talks to me about picking up new responsibilities. If this is talking for you, Pisces, about a relationship, this can be taking a relationship from one level to the next level. And when I'm talking about relationship, if you guys don't know me by now, this does not have to be romantic. This could be a friendship. This could be a business partnership. But this is a relationship that if it is a relationship, first of all, this is one that's going from one level to the next level, whatever type of relationship it is. Now, it doesn't have to be a relationship either. There's other ways that this can manifest, and I do believe it's going to be manifesting in different ways for different ones of you. So, for those of you who this is not a relationship that's stepping up to the next level, this is more responsibility coming into you from a different way. You may be getting a promotion at work. This is not, excuse me, this is not just a raise. A raise is where you get more money for doing the same thing. This is a promotion where you have new responsibilities, and hopefully you're also getting a raise with it. This can be picking up more responsibilities in the family as well. This can be agreeing to take a child to music classes 2 or 3 times a week. This can be doing something to help your parents. Maybe you're putting their pills in their little weekly pill containers so that they can keep track of what medicines they've taken and what medicines they need to take. This is just picking up new responsibility in some way, shape, or form coming in for you Saturday, Pisces. And like I said, it's going to manifest in a lot of different ways for different ones of you. Okay, so let's move on to Sunday. Sunday, what we have is we have the Lovers card in reverse. For some of you, shame on you. I told you to stop pushing. Not for all of you, but for some of you, this is directly tied to pushing too hard. And now you've got yourself in a stalemate with this person that you love, with this person that you're in a relationship with. Now, this does not apply to everybody, but this is applying to some of you out there. And gosh, I'm really being given strong messages for you that this is important, that you quit pushing, because now what this has done is it's just brought you face to face with this person. Now you're in a face-off with them. You can't win this. This is a standoff. This person is doing the best they can do. Now it's on you to decide, is the best they can do good enough for you, at least for right now? Or is it time for you to walk away? Because pushing them is not going to help. You have to decide, can I live with this being the best they can do or not? Can I accept this or not? Now, I will tell you that my feeling in general for this situation is that this person is working on it and that he's making or she is making improvement, but it's going to be slow. And I feel like this person would love nothing more than to be able to please you with this situation. But they're not there yet. Okay? They are just not there yet. And you have to decide, are you willing to wait for them to get there? Because you can't push them into the position you want them to be in. Like I said earlier, if you push them, you're going to break this situation and it's not cool. I'm hearing from Spirit, we know you don't want to break this situation, so stop it. Okay, so if you catch yourself in this impasse, if you've pushed until you're in this impasse on Sunday, this is really decision point for you. This is deciding, okay, nothing's changing. I'm not making anything better by pushing. What am I going to do? Am I going to stick around and let things go and let things develop at the pace that they're going to develop at? Or am I going to walk because I can't take it? It's just too much for me, man. It's overwhelming me. I can't handle this. I can't keep waiting. What are you going to do? This is the decision point you're coming to on Sunday if you keep pushing. Now, I feel like some of you that heard stop it whenever I was talking about Friday, I feel like you've backed off. You're giving this person space. You're allowing them to do the growth and the healing that they need to do to be able to be where you would like them to be. You're allowing them that space. So there are some of you who totally took that advice. But there are also some of you who completely didn't. Completely disregarded it. Now you're in this space. You've got to make that decision. What are you going to do? You're going to give this other person space or are you going to walk? Okay, so for those of you that's not how it's playing out for you, that this is something different. This is just basically generally being in a relationship with somebody, whether it's romantic, a family relationship, a friendship, a business relationship, and this relationship is going backwards on Sunday from what you would like it to. For those of you who are not in the scenario where I was feeling prompted to give the strong warning, this is something that you guys can work out. This is something that you guys can talk about, and you can move forward with this. For those people that were in the scenario I was talking about before, this is do or die time. This is sink or swim. This is accept the situation and stick with it, or hit the road jack. But for those of you that this is not what we're talking about, that this is just a standoff, this is something you guys can put all the cards on the table and talk about and work out. Okay, so we've got two very different things going on here for you Pisces, and I know that whatever applies to you will resonate with you. You guys know which situation you're in. Trust that knowing. Okay, and for those of you who this doesn't apply to at all, you guys know that too, because none of this is resonating with you. You have no doubt. You're just like, whoa, I'm glad that's not happening to me. For those of you who are wondering and trying to say, oh no, that's not me, but you've got this little niggling thing going on in the back of your head saying, what if? Guess what? That little niggling thing is not something you should be ignoring. Listen to that. Okay? Especially those of you who need to stop pushing. You have to listen to that, because if you just want to ignore and keep pushing on, like you're not hearing this warning, you're not going to be very happy with the results. Okay? So sorry that we have such a strong warning on a general reading. My goodness, Pisces, wow. I guess you all know I don't candy coat anything. That really came through this time. So that is your week. I do hope that this is useful information for you, and you can take it and move forward productively in your life from this. Thank you so much for stopping by, for hanging out, for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. You guys leave me some wonderful comments. Thank you. I appreciate all of your support. You all have a fantastic week. Those of you who have been pushing, back off just a little bit. Give some space. It'll be okay. And I will see you all back here next week. Peace out.